Again, happy Kwanzaa. Welcome to this night of Ujamaa, Cooperative Economics. That's right, Ujamaa, Cooperative Economics. We will ask Brother Lloyd Ford to come up here right now, because he's gonna, you can come up here now, brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, come all the way around. He's going to deliver the message for cooperative economics on this day. But before we do, we have to give light to cooperative economics. And let's give some light to that principle right now. You want to come and light this candle? Okay. Now you're going to light this one right here, which is your principle. Okay, you can pull it out.
Thank you for everybody having me here today. Shape Center, Brother Lloyd Parker. Again, my name is Lloyd Ford. I grew up right here in this community of 3rd Ward, Houston, Texas. Graduate of Jack Yates High School. One of our biggest things that we want to talk about here today is cooperative economics. And anybody that don't know anything about cooperative economics, it plays a part in everything that you do in every facet of our life right here in finance, in education, in housing, in anything that we do today. Cooperative economics plays a part in it. And we have to realize that we've been conditioning not to trust each other to take part in some of these measures that we have been participating in as the African culture for many, many years before it was anything even known as a European. So one thing that we have to realize is that these are the principles that we came up with and developed in order to make ourselves and make a nation better and greater for what we need and who we are today. So a little bit about Creative Group Cooperative Economics and what we do and what it is taking part in everything and trusting each other to take part in bringing our resources together to make something a better place, better business, better nature, whatever that is. And one of the ways that, like you said, we can talk about it all day, but one of the ways that we made a practical application of cooperative economics is we have a group called Creative Group Economics. And I thank Brother Lloyd Parker because we used to meet here every second Monday of the month from 7 to 8. We still do meet, but now we do at our store called the Black Store Beauty Supply Experience. And the reason why we talk about the Black Store today is because that's something that we use as our creative cooperative group economics to make happen. We didn't use any business credit. We didn't use any big bank institutions. We literally used what is formed today, corporations, what people use like Donald Trump and them use to take advantage of the system, but we use it to put back in the system and take advantage of the things that we have in our community. And one of the ways that we did that was we put together a company. We put together the plan to make these things happen. And once we did that, we put together our funds, what it needs to happen, and what we need to do. And we broke it up as partners. One thing we have to realize when we're working together is that ego is the enemy. And we have to realize that it's more than enough for all of us. And just adding one beauty supply is not enough. We're always looking for more people to co-opt in our area and co-opt in other neighborhoods to make this happen. Because we have to realize we don't own any of the industries in our neighborhoods, and these industries have been taken over by other groups and other ethnic groups taking part in cooperative economics and taking advantage of the opportunities within our communities. So we have to learn to take these same principles back that we've developed and use them for our own betterment of our own good in our own communities. And when it comes to cooperative group economics, we have to realize that it takes a big part of trust. You know, it takes us trusting each other. It takes us taking out of what we've been taught and conditioned to do in this system and capitalistic system and what we live in. We got to realize that what we have been taught to produce and participate in is individualism. And one thing we realize that it'll never work. One thing you have to know that you can only build power with your people. And that start through cooperative economics. That start with anything that you want to do. I don't care what you see out there. Everything that you aspire for that you see in this world, whether that be NFL teams, glitz, glam, buildings, anything that you pass by have happened through cooperative economics. The streets you ride on, the electricity that comes in your house, everything is political and it starts locally where you at. And what we're doing to build that same cooperative economics and environment where we live is going to be in part and important to how we live in the future. We all talk about generational wealth, but generational wealth does not happen without cooperative economics. And we have to realize that no one person can do it themselves, and no one person has ever done it themselves. The person, each person, no matter what race they are, only have power through within the group. No one individual has power alone, and we have to realize that all of that is through cooperative economics and whatever we see, whether that be housing, finances, banking, whatever we see that drives a nation and make us a better as a people is driven through cooperative economics in some shape or fashion or form. And we have to realize that once we go and we start to trust each other, we can know that cooperative economics can guide us through. So I just want to say thank you for everybody that's watching this and participating. And we tell people, go, when you see a need in your community, whether that be a business, restaurant, don't look at doing it alone, because that always is going to be a momentous and a mountain to try to get over. So we tell people, look at cooperative economics, see where you're strong, see where somebody else is strong and where you're weak, and seeing how you can fill in those gaps. That's cooperative economics. And that's what we did with the Black Store. We found where I was weak, where my partner was weak, and let's fill in those gaps, and where we're strong, and let's make it happen. So I just want to thank everybody that's watching. Please learn and look this up as a principle to apply to your everyday life and with people you work with, people that you go and party with. Anything that you do, it has to be done through cooperative economics. So let's make a better nation, a better Black nation. And I tell people, your skin is your ticket in, and visit the Black Store to show real cooperative economics. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Slavery has done a lot to our community. It's torn our lives apart. It's torn our families apart. This is an original song that I wrote for the first Kwanzaa here in Houston, Texas, called Ebony Man. When you smiled at me, my life opened up like the sun. And you gave to me a love that has made us one. Oh, my ebony man, my world was kept in your sweet embrace. Without you, my life would be a waste. Ebony man, my ebony man, when you smiled, my life began. I am yours, my ebony man. Hold me close, hold me close. When you pick the cotton, by 5 our day just begun. 'Cause we slaved all day in that hot plantation sun. But then late in the night, we'd share a love that made us one. Oh, my love, now see what they've done. The professor came with the overseer at his side. He said, I'll take that girl. She'll fill the bill till I find a bride. As we rode away, I saw your days and I'd like to die. Oh, my love, it was then that I cried. Ebony man, my ebony man, when you smiled, my life began. I am yours, my ebony man. Humble me, set me free. In the big white house, I found myself in that man's embrace. But then late at night, I closed my eyes and I'd see your face. Oh, my African man, I watched you die in this foreign land. Oh, my love, will I see you again? Well, now since that time, 100 years have come and gone. and they say we're free. But my man, you see, is still not at home. But I have faith that my man will find his way home to me. And at night you can hear me pray, Ebony Man, my ebony man. When you smiled, my life began. I am yours, my ebony man. Come for me, set me free. I am yours, my ebony man. When you smiled, my life began. Set us free, my ebony man. Come to me, set us free. Come to me, set us free. Come to me, and we'll be free.
Now, we're going to do this one thing before we close out today. I'm going to go through all 7 of the principles, but I'm going to do it quick. We want some unity. We want to come together in unity. And unity, there's strength. At Shape Community Center, we practice unity. Then we have some kujichagulia, self-determination. We have to believe in ourselves. We have to speak for ourselves. We have to define ourselves and name ourselves. Not have other people telling us who we are. We know who we are. We've got to buy into it. Know who you are. Then we got some serious Ujamaa, collective work and responsibility. We got to work together in unity. Do that every day. Then we got a whole lot of Ujamaa. Brother Floyd told us about that. Some cooperative economics. Give you an example. That nickel you can buy, it's hard to spend a nickel when you go to a store. But if you put that nickel together with some other nickels, you give that one nickel some power, some economic strength. So we need to engage in some cooperative economics. Then we got to have a purpose. What is our purpose? My purpose is to help bring good into this world. What is your purpose? Do you know what your purpose is? If you don't, work on figuring it out. What is your purpose? You got to have some serious kumbah. Got to be creative in whatever you do. Got to be creative, innovative. You may not have what you need, but collectively we can get what we want. We have to use some creative energy. Then we got to have a whole lot of F-A-I-T-H, some imani, some faith. Got to have some faith. And let's put all 7 of those principles together and practice them every day. Every day. Make them a part of our everyday lives. And then we'll be practicing the Nguzo Sala, Kwanzaa. It doesn't matter where, how, what, but just do it. Again, in unity, there's strength. Start with that. And end up with that foundation, faith. Again, happy Kwanzaa. And I hope this year blesses you with more blessings. And I know it will. So, again, you stay strong and continue to believe that in unity there's strength, and know what you have to do to continue. All right, peace.